Right, so we're going to get started with some get to know you questions. Thank you so much to Barb and Jennifer for being here today. I'm going to start with Jennifer. You're on my screen first, so I'm going to start with you. Tell us a little bit about your journey and why you have such a passion for marketing.
Yeah, so my journey started roughly 20 years ago ish. That's when I started my first online business. I've always worked in a marketing space, even if I didn't consider it marketing at the time. At the time, I worked with a lot of real estate agents. This was a long time ago. But in 2008, the market crashed in the real estate world, and I got to pivot business into something else and ended up working for a lot of marketers. I actually have a degree that has nothing to do with marketing at all. I have a science degree. In fact, I have an environmental science degree. What it has allowed me to do, though, is look at marketing from a scientific perspective of the scientific method and applying that to marketing, which is incredibly helpful. So, in that space of working with marketers, I did just that and made them a lot of money and decided at some point it was time for me to make me a lot of money. And so I ended up owning and running a digital marketing agency where we focused on lead generation for our clients, primarily through funnels and paid traffic, as well as just a holistic marketing approach. And through that process, I learned a lot. I learned a great deal about the clients that couldn't work with me because they couldn't afford to hire an agency. They also have a big problem when it comes to digital marketing. And so when I decided to step away from the agency, I decided to start working with those people. I'm that stopgap. I'm that intermediate place that can help you continue to grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact through consistent lead generation without paying for the agency fees that often end up coming that a lot of people in business can't necessarily afford. Realistically, you need to be making a minimum of 30K, 300K a year in business to hire a digital marketing agency long term. And so anyone under that would like the services and the ability to do what you can do in an agency, that's kind of where I come in to help fill that gap.
Wow, Jennifer, I love that background. I learned so much. I've known you for a while, but I learned something brand new from that. I love hearing how that passion started with helping people that first getting into the industry that you didn't really know about, but from a serving mentality, and then really understanding how much you could help others, and then understanding how to do it in a way that could support them, which was still affordable and giving them great solutions. I love that background. Thank you so much. All right, Barb, I already know a little bit about your story, and I absolutely love it. Another story that's about passion and about helping others. So tell us a little bit about your journey. What has led you to have such a passion around marketing?
Great question. So the little bit that you know that others may not is that Regina here in the room with us is my real life sister. And she knew that I just love to write. I've always been writing since I was like 12 years old. And I've written poems. I've been published in a poem publication. I've written for every company that I've worked for has used my writing skills to help them in some way. And knowing how much I love to write, Regina had just watched a webinar with a fellow named Daniel Levis out of Canada. And at the end of that webinar, he mentioned another program that he had called Email Alchemy, where he teaches you how to monetize emails. So she called me up and said, how'd you like to go into business together? And bless her heart, she paid for the training, got me certified, if you will, in email marketing, and it just took off from there. That was in 2004. So, getting into email marketing was just a natural extension of my love to write. Over the years, I did some business coaching, was I want to say project manager. I'm not sure that's the correct position title that I did for Regina for a while. And in the process of that, I realized that I was losing my passion for writing. And so I graciously bowed out of her company and began my own email marketing company. So that's how I got started in the business.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Talk about supporting each other, to have your sister kind of push you off that ledge and then help you realize that the thing that you absolutely love is something that you can do for a living. What a great story. And she was at your presentation in January. So to see her in this room here again today, thank you so much. I love that. Thank you, Regina, for being such a great supporter of Barb. We love her, and we're so glad she's got such a great support system around her.
She's my cheerleader.
That's awesome. All right. And so this next question, we couldn't have started it a little bit even better with both of your stories. Jennifer, I'm going to start with you on this second one. So this is all about trust, and this is all about building relationships with businesses. So I think business owners, they realize how important it is to engage customers. I mean, obviously, we're all in business. We understand the importance of that. However, businesses do need to build a relationship of trust and understanding with their customers beyond just pushing their services or their offers. So how does marketing help establish this kind of trusting relationship and engage customers? Jennifer, I'll start with you on this one.
I love this question because it's all about relationships. Actually, for those of you that don't know, I have a podcast called Marketing Matchmakers. And this week, it dropped yesterday on Valentine's Day. I have a process that I take my clients through called Dating Your Ideal Client, because it is all about relationships. It's about creating authentic connections with your audience, nurturing them and bringing them into your world so that they can become clients. People don't buy from a unknown quantity. If we think about even the biggest brands, Nike didn't blow up because they were selling Air Jordans, right? Nike blew up because Michael Jordan promoted the Air Jordans and everybody knew, liked, and trusted Michael Jordan. That's why they bought them. So big brands use celebrities and, people that like, and trust to kind of facilitate that bridge to bring you into their world. As a small business owner, it's our job to do that. You are the face of your business, no matter what your business is. And if you're not the face, somebody needs to, because people buy from people. They don't buy from unknown quantities. It's why Michael Jordan was Air Jordan's face. It's why all of the other big brands bring in those celebrities, because you're connecting with a person. So when it comes to creating your marketing, come at it from that perspective. How are you going to build a relationship with your audience? How are you going to build that know, like, and trust so that by the time they get on a sales call with you, it's not sales, it's a connection that allows you to serve them in a way that they need.
So well said. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I love your response to that. People buy from people. Absolutely. It is so true. How about you, Barb? What is your take on trust when it comes to building relationships? How does marketing help establish this kind of trusting relationship to engage customers?
I agree with everything Jennifer said. So ditto. And, through marketing, and specifically email marketing, because that's my forte, You can let clients, prospects, followers know who you are, what you stand for, why you do what you do, and what you can do to help them with their business. So they get to know who you are at the core, and they can either relate to you or not. You know, you're not going to touch everyone in the same way, but through case studies and stories, you let them know you, and you show your vulnerability and your credibility. And so you're not pitching to them all the time, but that you convey to them genuinely that you care about them and their success. And once, there's a saying, and I can't remember exactly how it goes, but people don't care about you until they know that you care about them. That's not the exact quote, but something similar to that. So through multiple touch points, you can't just send out one email or one marketing message, one commercial, one ad, and expect that the whole world's going to say, oh yeah. You have to stay top of mind with them. Continue